There's a lot that makes me, well, me. But this past year has seen me evolve into a totally new person. It all started after I'd taken up a few questionable habits. Long story short, I ended up in a really bad situation typical of a Marin teenager. It was the worst experience of my life, but it gave me a moment of clarity, allowing me to realize just how ashamed of myself I was. I quickly became devoted to improving myself in any and all ways. After discovering a totally new community at the Wu Wei Tea Temple, I began learning to practice unconditional love, and I came to realize that there actually is basis for spiritual beliefs and practices. Prior to this, I believed that the human soul was like an unfounded idea and there was no real basis for its existence. However, I now came to realize that the soul is not only real, but possesses unparalleled power, and I started to discover ways to nurture and strengthen that power. I began a journey of self-discovery, striving to eliminate my silent shame. Then, one day at school, I realized I'd had it all wrong. I'd believed that stress and anger were outside of my control. In the midst of an internal storm of stress and frustration, I suddenly realized something. Stress, frustration, angst, anger, these things are in my control. And with that, I did something that I had previously thought impossible. I abandoned my stress and angst. I simply dropped away so much negativity like it was an old pair of shoes that I could no longer wear. In the summer, a friend urged me to read Dan Millman's Way of the Peaceful Warrior, which taught me to view fact in a different light and appreciate the little things. Multiple times while reading, I set down the book and found myself high on the simple pleasures of just being alive. It was then that I swore off dangerous substances of all kinds and once again redoubled my focus on my sport. I entered the cross-country season, and for the second consecutive year, I was the most improved runner on the team. On the MCAL course, I improved on my sophomore time by 1 minute and 25 seconds. Many times, my faith in running has been shaken as doubt creeps in and makes me second-guess myself. Each time, the doubt lasts a couple of days, and then I beat it back, and I come out stronger than ever and with a clearer resolve. This is always followed by enormous leaps of improvement. At the end of my sophomore track season, I ran a 5K with an average mile pace of 6:09. In the following cross-country season, I was running 5Ks with average mile paces of under 5:40. In my junior track season, my faith was shaken again, but I then improved again and finished a 5K with an average mile pace of 5:25. This was 36 seconds faster than my personal record. When I started high school, I was cynical and somewhat depressed, and I had about zero self-control. Now I'm philosophical and have realized a new focus on self-improvement. By simply focusing on the present and nurturing my spirit, I've eliminated anger, guilt, shame, and self-loathing, and replaced them with peace and unconditional joy. Believe me, this path is worth following.